Ending the paycheck-to-paycheck struggle. First, it's a struggle for many, simply a treadmill where every dollar earned seems to be spent even before it touches the hands. It would have been better if savings didn't have to be spent on kids' food and groceries to pay for the debts. Spending habits determine the life that one will live as soon as possible. Every cycle brings more and more despair. The first step is disheartening, the catch-22 of most people's lives. But great news, it shouldn't be the end. Get out of these roles of a never-ending video and take control of your life's finances. That's right, you don't have to get back into the vortex created by that video where nothing really makes sense. With the right mindset, finding lasting solutions and unwinding everything is not just a dream, it's a possibility. Every day, with no tip or trick, NHBA. Simply make the move for your finances. But don't take this exchange lightly, for it's said to be the significant thing that people say never focus on. Remember, your mindset is the key to your financial freedom. It's the most significant thing that people often overlook, but it's your power to change it. The paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. For so many, it's an exhausting treadmill, a constant hustle where every dollar seems to disappear before you've even held it. Maybe you know the feeling, waiting for payday like it's a lifeline, only to watch your hard-earned money vanish into bills, groceries, and an endless list of obligations. The weight of this cycle can crush dreams, limit opportunities, and make it feel like you're running in quicksand. But here's the good news. You can break free. You can escape this trap and reclaim control over your finances, your time, and your life. Let's dive deep into how to break this cycle forever. Not temporarily, not just for a few months, but for good. This isn't about some magical trick or get-rich-quick scheme. It's about mindset, strategy, and taking intentional steps that lead to true financial freedom. So grab a seat and focus, because what you're about to hear could change your life. The paycheck-to-paycheck trap. First, let's get real about why this cycle exists. It's not just about not earning enough, although that's part of it for many people. The real culprit is often deeper. Think about it. How many times have you gotten a raise or bonus only to find yourself still strapped for cash a few months later? That's lifestyle inflation. When income goes up, spending tends to rise right along with it. Instead of solving the problem, we adapt to a new normal of just barely making ends meet. Only now those ends are more expensive. And let's not forget the emotional toll. Living paycheck to paycheck is draining. It creates a constant sense of urgency and stress. Every unexpected expense, a flat tire, a surprise medical bill, feels like a financial earthquake. It's a cycle fueled by a combination of external pressures and internal habits. But here's the key: cycles can be broken. Step 1. Changing your money mindset. Before we get into tactics, let's talk about the foundation: mindset. If you don't believe you can break free, you won't. Simple as that. Too many people see themselves as stuck, labeling financial struggles as just how life is. But that's a story you have the power to rewrite. Start thinking about money as a tool, not the goal. When you view money as a tool to build the life you want, it shifts your relationship with it. Instead of chasing dollars, you're chasing freedom, options, and opportunities. Visualize your future self, someone who's calm, confident, and financially secure. That's who you're becoming, and every small step gets you closer. Step 2. Get brutally honest with your finances. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. To break free, you need to know exactly where you stand. This might be uncomfortable, but it's essential. Sit down and take stock of everything: your income, your expenses, your debts, and your savings or lack thereof. Open the bank statements. Look at the credit card balances. The more honest you are, the more power you have to change your situation. Ask yourself, where is my money going? What patterns or habits are keeping me stuck? What small changes could make a big difference? This isn't about judging yourself. It's about shining a light on the areas where you can take back control. Step 3. Build a budget you can actually stick to. The B word, budget. For some, it feels restrictive, like a financial diet. But let's reframe this. A budget isn't about limiting your freedom, it's about creating it. A budget gives you control over your money instead of letting your money control you. Start with the basics. Track every dollar for a month. Where is it really going? Coffee runs, subscription services, impulse buys. See the patterns. Use the 50-30-20 rule as a starting point. 50% of your income goes to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings or paying down debt. If your situation doesn't fit this exactly, adjust, but the goal is to ensure your essentials and savings take priority. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every dollar you redirect toward your goals is a step closer to freedom. Step 4. Break the debt chain. Debt is one of the biggest anchors keeping people stuck in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. It's like trying to fill a bucket that has a hole in the bottom. No matter how much you pour in, it leaks out. The key is to stop the leaks. Here's how. List your debts from smallest to largest, or by interest rate, depending on your preference. Use the debt snowball method, focusing on the smallest debt first, or the avalanche method, focusing on high-interest debts. Pick the one that motivates you most. Redirect every extra dollar you can toward your debts. Sell unused items, take on a side hustle, or cut back temporarily in other areas to speed up the process. Every debt you pay off is a win. Celebrate those milestones, no matter how small they seem. Each one is a step toward freedom. Step 5. Build an emergency fund. This one is a game changer. An emergency fund is like a financial shock absorber. It keeps life's unexpected moments, car repairs, medical bills from derailing your progress. Start small if you need to. Even $500 can make a difference. Once you've cleared some debts, aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in your fund. Remember, this isn't money for vacations or shopping sprees. It's your safety net, your peace of mind. Step 6. Create multiple streams of income. Here's where the game gets exciting. Breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle often means thinking beyond your 9 to 5. Relying on a single income stream is risky. What happens if you lose your job or face a sudden expense? Start exploring ways to diversify your income. Maybe it's a side hustle, freelancing, investing in stocks, or renting out a spare room. You don't need to do everything at once. Start with something that aligns with your skills or interests. Over time, these additional streams can provide the cushion you need to not just survive, but thrive. Step 7. Automate your financial goals. Automation is your best friend when it comes to building lasting habits. Set up automatic transfers to savings accounts, investment accounts, or debt payments. By automating these actions, you remove the temptation to spend money elsewhere. It's like putting your finances on autopilot toward success. Step 8. Embrace the power of no. Let's talk about boundaries. Breaking free from this cycle often requires saying no to things that don't align with your goals. Whether it's expensive dinners, impulse buys, or even helping others financially when you're not in a position to do so. Saying no today allows you to say yes to a better future. Remember, every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to your freedom. Step 9. Invest in your growth. Breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle isn't just about money, it's about growth. Invest in yourself, learn new skills, read about personal finance, and surround yourself with people who inspire you to level up. The more you grow, the more opportunities you create to escape this cycle for good. Step 10. Stay the course. Finally, understand that this journey takes time. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, and times when it feels like you're not making progress. That's okay. The key is to keep going. Celebrate small wins, stay focused on your vision, and remind yourself why you started. Every step you take is a step toward freedom. The paycheck-to-paycheck cycle doesn't have to be your story. You have the power to write a new chapter, one where you control your money, not the other way around. So, what's your next move? Because this isn't just about hearing advice, it's about taking action. Pick one step from this list and start today. The road to freedom begins with a single choice. You've got this. Now go take what's yours.